Welcome to this video series on key capabilities of the Kaleido Information Engine. In this installment, we will introduce you to importing data from Kaleido MDM into your Agile Data Warehouse. Most data warehouse implementations have a requirement to manage master data. The Kaleido Information Engine provides both an Agile Data Warehousing platform and an MDM platform which can be loosely or tightly coupled depending on the analytical requirements of the warehouse and the governance requirements of the master data that feeds it. A Kaleido MDM model needs to consider the structure and content of data, which may be derived from multiple sources. A key use case for MDM is the harmonization of data into golden version of both structure and content. There is often a need to have master data governed by multiple business users, and it is not uncommon to have differing views of master data within the same model. Compare this with a Kaleido Business Information Model for a data warehouse, which is derived from a more analytical perspective and with less focus on what the data looks like at the operational source. Additionally, business rules may be less strict for analytical purposes. Often, the absence of data yields useful information. This is generally not the case with MDM rules, which are more concerned with the need to target and remedy poor data quality and therefore tend to be much stricter. Kaleido's Unified Load Controller features an MDM import facility which allows users to define the elements of the MDM model that are required for mapping and loading into the data warehouse without the need to write integration programs. The import facility is fully model aware, enabling users to select objects in the hierarchy without the need to understand the underlying physical structures. Simply log into the facility as you would either the Kaleido Agile Warehouse or the Kaleido Master Data Management layer, and select the category that you want to pull data from. In this case, we'll choose Product. Choose the historic basis, which can be at the current time or at a specific date. Choose the extraction mode, whether you want it to be full, incremental, or by event date. And finally, the context you want to pull data from. Published data comes from the master context. Choose the fields and hierarchies that you want to select, and then generate the extract SQL, which can be provided directly to the Kaleido Unified Load Controller to pull data from the MDM facility into the Agile Warehouse. In the Dynamic Information Warehouse Explorer, warehouse professionals will use that SQL from the Category Extract tool to create a load control job to pull data from the MDM hub in a repeatable fashion. We've begun the process of building that load controller, and we have it loading from the business entity of product. On the Source Type tab, we can see we're using the Kaleido Master Data Management Hub as an ODBC source, and if we launch the Query Builder, we can see the query that was created from the Category Extract tool. We can see it graphically as well as textually. We can query the resultant data, and if we go to the Fields Mapping panel, we can see all of the fields from our MDM solution that are mapped directly into our Dynamic Information Warehouse objects. Finally, we can close this and launch the load controller, and that's it. The data will load directly into the Kaleido Dynamic Information Warehouse. An Agile warehouse needs clean, reliable data flowing into it. To remain relevant to the organization over time, the warehouse must stay focused on business requirements, leaving the tasks of source system integration to well-integrated tools best suited to those tasks. As we have shown, Kaleido provides an MDM import facility in its warehouse to bridge the gap between the analytical and master data views rapidly and flexibly. The Kaleido Information Engine automates and accelerates the process, eliminating the need for separate ETL tools or manual coding, making Kaleido's approach more efficient and more agile.